2 hours ఉంటుందో లేదో తెలియదు. 1.5 hours. Maharaj. Oh, thank you. I can take it. Take it for tomorrow. Yeah.
Who wants the other mic?
We can give it to Mata.
कैमरा ले आप जहाँ पे रहोगे कैमरा भी उसको अपनी
So we'll get started. Is the streaming also on, please? It would be good to have one more mic here. At least he needs one. Okay. Hare Krishna. So we'll probably get started. Okay. So in the interest of time, we'll get started. Today is the... Is it our third Ishta Goshti? Second. So this is our second Ishta Goshti session. So first of all, thank you all for taking the time. The hall is full here. We don't have more space for new people. You can join online. But hopefully, you can either listen to the stream. I know the weather is not perfect, so I understand that not everybody can be in person here. But we do want your participation. We want your active participation either online. There is also a Zoom link, so please join. That way you can even ask questions actively. So with that being said, we will get started with a prayer. So are we presenting? Okay, perfect. Hare Krishna and welcome. This is on behalf of all the MC, but all on behalf of the congregation as well. So let's just do quick pranam prayers for our Acharya Parampara. Om Ajnanatimurandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sruyuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So Prabhuji, I would like for you to share a few words of your inspiration from Maharaj. as a starting point, because Maharaj is not here also.
Okay.
It's not working?
Okay, bro, this was a bit unprompted, so let me.
we put MC members on spot.
Okay. No, I think, other day I was reflecting on, sometimes I hear the, is there upstage service and downstage service? Sometimes I get this sense like, no, actually this devotee is advanced, so they don't do this service. I was just reflecting to see, how would Maharaj think about it, right? You all, I mean, just generally our parampara, what are the acharyas have taught us, right? You all know the story of, Maharaj one day in Janmashtami, someone told him that, downstairs bathrooms are not working. Maharaj went and cleaned it himself, right? So Maharaj didn't think of, this is actually, I'm actually upstairs serviceman. I'm actually not a downstairs serviceman. I remember Mahachandra Prabhu told me this a while ago that Radhanath Maharaj went with his servant to Udupi, and they stayed at someone gave a guest house, and as they were vacating, Maharaj was missing for 15-20 minutes. And the servant was looking, and eventually Maharaj came out of the bathroom. And then the servant realized that Maharaj actually cleaned the bathroom as he was leaving place. And servant said, oh, Maharaj, I could have cleaned. Maharaj said, actually, as a Vaishnava, we're supposed to leave the place better than we found it. So, our acharyas have told us, like, the mood of, the more elevated one gets, actually there's no such thing as a menial service. So, but sometimes I say, actually, this is just a bit below me. By the way, I'm mostly speaking for myself, because I do think, this is below my level of service. But anyway, since Maharaj is not here, I thought, that was just one thought I was recently reflecting on, Maharaj would do whatever it takes. I think I told this last time. He would go to Hawaii, where he used to be GBC, and right after the Bhagavatam class, he would go and start doing the gardening outside. So, anyway.
Thank you for sharing that. So, it's, I think, I'm sure we all read it, but Uttamadhikari thinks that he is lower than the Kanishtadhikari. So, thank you for sharing those thoughts, Prabhuji. So, again, thank you all for coming. This is second Ishta Goshti. So, the idea is that we have a lot of updates. Hopefully, we can cover if Vidyanatha Prabhu doesn't take all the time. Where is he? I'm putting him on the spot. So we will try to go as quickly as possible. Just to kind of reiterate, so the committee has identified that the only way to really scale and to empower everybody to do what they can do effectively is to expand the kind of the horsepower through these working committees. So that's why we have, I believe now 20. There's the latest one that has been added just this 1 week ago, which is the friend-raising working committee. So which is essentially like fundraising, but through actually building that Vaishnava relationships with the guests. So I think we'll talk about that a little bit as well. So this list continues to probably be adapted as we identify the needs. But each of these committees now have actual members that are really, really spending every week at least an hour on the call. But that's not alone, right? Like they're actually doing the work. So on the meeting, they get together, they discuss, but then off the line, each committee members are spending at least another 1 to maybe 5-10 hours, depending on who it is. But yes, so we want to thank each and everyone for their significant efforts. Otherwise, there won't be updates on the slides, if not for them. So we have to thank them for their contributions. So with that said, this is definitely making an impact. This slide. So I'm not going to read every member here. This is something that we published or published. So we'll be publishing on our website as well. We'll put a link on the Purushottam as well. So there's Finance Working Committee, so Pujari Working Committee, Prasadam Working Committee. I mean, if you see the number of people, I'm just going to scroll through some of the other slides as well. Sunday feast dominates the size. So all prasadam committees always are the busiest ones for us because we're a kitchen religion, as we talked. So lots of contributions across the board, but we need more. Like, I mean, one example is when we last announced, we got 3 names, Prabhu, for the finance working committee, which now empowered us to do more now. So there's more work that is being done. Still, we need more, yes. So we definitely need more hands, and what's that? Than the heads. Yes. Jana Prabhu says, like, we need more hands than heads. So, but definitely, we need more participation. There's more to do. It's not only thinking about how to solve, but also how to actually do it sustainably going forward. So we can only do this as a congregation, as an organization, only when, we are a completely volunteer-run organization, so we have to be relying on people contributing. And it's tied with our philosophy of doing seva. So you can do seva in many ways. So these working committees are the volunteering in these departments is a way to do it. So we will move on to the actual committees now and then start going through the updates. We have exactly an hour and 15 minutes and we have about 20 working committees. So we'll see how quickly we can go through. So Sunday feast, Prabhuji, you want to read that?
Yeah, I can.
No.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. These are the updates from Sunday Feast Working Committee. Rather than going through the updates, I think everyone would have already experienced how the new Sunday Feast these days. So I'm sure.
Let's give a big round of applause
to the
one that everybody has felt, hopefully.
Raise your hands if you like Sunday Feast last few weeks. Hari bol, all hands raised. Okay.
You didn't raise the hand.
Okay. It's a great progress we made with the help of His Grace, Vaswati Mataji and all the cooking leads. We were able to maintain and enhance the quality of the prasadam you would have experienced the last 4 or 5 weeks. So which is a great achievement, and we have noticed a lot of participation from volunteers. Previously, when we were serving from kitchen, we used to struggle to get 3 volunteers to serve from the kitchen. But now we are serving by sitting arrangement. We are getting like 10 to 15 volunteers. And previously, it used to take like 12 o'clock midnight to clean up at the end of the Sunday feast. So now we have more parts to wash, but we are finishing up before 11 o'clock. So you can see how the community is participating. So everyone likes to participate, and which is a great improvement. Thanks to all the volunteers, all the serving, cooking, and cleanup volunteers. They are doing a great job. So that's one part. And you would have seen the parking experience. So we have 2 dedicated volunteers. So we were able to streamline the parking issue. So no curbside parking, no handicapped without permit parking, and so on. So that is improved. And also, I think Kirtan and Arati participation also improved. We need more participation, so we need more help in that area. So we need more volunteers to join that.
Yeah, definitely. Post-January, no more excuses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Prabhu.
Just to add, so yesterday at the Saturday evening feast, 9 p.m., there were same number of people were still here like as a 6 p.m.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yesterday was a record number. We served like 725 plates.
Haribol, Haribol. That's a regular weekend, not a festival weekend.
This is only from 5:30 to 9 o'clock. So.
Haribol.
And the other thing we implemented, you would have noticed announcing the sponsors and also appreciating the volunteers each area. So yesterday we were appreciating the finance volunteers, what they have done and so on. So like that, every week we want to thank one of the focused area of the volunteers. So that's updates we have implemented. So going forward, to make it short, so we are going to continue to maintain the prasadam quality with the help of all the cooking volunteers, and also we want to increase the volunteer participation. One area we are yet to implement is like, see, we are getting the 700 people visitors to the temple. So they're having nice prasadam, nice experience. But we need to talk to them. We need to see where we can engage them. We need to explain about our teaching activities and so on. So that has not started yet. So the goal is to engage all the VU teachers to at the welcome desk to talk to these people. Yeah, next slide. I was there. Yeah, there you go. So this is the updated schedule. To 10 to 5 p.m. regular feast, and 5 to 5:30 we close for setup.
You can see Radha
There you go. This was yesterday's.
So there he is.
And 5 to 5:30 we close, and 5:30 to 8 p.m. Without stopping we serve the feast with sitting arrangement. Temple closes at 9, and we do the cleanup 8:45 to 10:45.
Somebody is waiting for to join? Can you
So yeah, this is the updated schedule. So please convey to all your Vedic school teachers and Vedic school students and so on. So if they come at 5 to 5:30, they might have prasadam. So they should be aware of these timings. Next slide, Prabhu. So we have another committee which has a lot of overlap with Sunday Feast, but this is exclusively for prasadam and kitchen working committee. So this committee includes everything other than Sunday Feast, like overall prasadam, overall food truck, and also Mahaprasadam and regular prasadam, kitchen cleanup, purchase logistics, and so on. We haven't made great progress on this because we are focusing on Sunday Feast, but few things we discussed and plan to implement is volunteer appreciation event and anything other than Sunday Feast comes under this. And you would have noticed how nice was the Thanksgiving feast. We served 900 plates of opulent prasadam, so which was good. So we discussed about Mahaprasadam distribution logistics. So we just had a quick discussion how we can make sure everyone got the Mahaprasadam. We haven't done any implementation yet, but we'll try to do that. And we also increased the volunteer participation in the part wash, which is a great progress. Thank you to all the part wash volunteers. And also we are streamlining the purchase process. Like 2 weeks in advance, we get the menu, and based on the menu, Raswati Mataji decides the purchase list. So we prepare ahead in case things go wrong. And also, due to extreme weather conditions, we want to purchase ahead of time and store it. So we also got the second container. So we are going to purchase things ahead of time and store it. So going forward, I think we have a lot of big festivals coming up. So Kirtan Mela is coming up, Christmas dinner, December 31st and 1st, and so on. So we are going to continue to improve the process for this committee.
Again, a big round of applause. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. That's going to be the starting for all of them. Serve deities and devotees with dash. Okay, so we'll move on. So, Prabhu, so you have exactly 1 minute.
Yeah, finance, we want to give a very quick update. One is actually, we spent a lot of time on budget. I think we took around 10 years of data and we analyzed the pattern, and we identified around 15 to 18 expenses heads where the most expenses are happening. And also we have got the templates from other temples. Prabhu, you want to update something?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have something to share yet, but there are template. So we also got actual best practices from other temples. One of them is from Chowpatty temple, where they actually do a very thorough job, down to, if it is a festival, how many milk gallons will be, and there is a spreadsheet, like, multiplication number. So they, based on the number of people that they are going to serve, all of these things they fill, and so they actually go down to that level in the planning. This is not after the fact. So this is before, at the beginning of the year itself. So that is the level of thought process they put in to make sure that they are knowing exactly what they're going to spend and so on. So, that is the bar. We will have to get there. Maybe we will not get it on year one, but at least let's start somewhere to create that discipline. Again, this is only possible if all the working committees take this as part of the seva. If you think it is a burden, typically our mentality is, our approach is like, let me just do the seva, and this is not my part of the seva. In fact, when I heard from the temple, Chowpatty temple, for them, the seva doesn't complete until you finish that submission of the expense, submission of whatever, the whole loop has to be complete. So let's think in the same way so that we can, and help him and help the finance team to really do the seva. For their part, they have to do effectively, right? So I think it will help everybody. Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
just to close the loop on budgeting. Budgeting, we have done a lot of work. We identified the templates, and based on the other temple knowledge as well as our own knowledge. And this kind of a practice we never done in the past. We were always spending the money, and after spending money, we used to account. But now, at least tired of the game, at least 1 year, people are talking. At least we are very happy. I'm personally happy, so that at least people know what they are spending. That's a big progress, I can say. Maybe next meeting we will share on the even
Yes.
the templates and all the things, whatever are
No,
happening.
Prabhu, I mean, because ideally we want to start the new year
Yeah, with the
with
templates.
the new planning, right? So these templates will come to you on separately via email, WhatsApp. So let's start working. Ideally, use the month of December
To fill the
to fill
figures.
the data so that we can start the year with a better planning or with a better budgeting. Okay.
Yeah, request that even there is a small variation, that's okay. At least start somewhere.
Yes.
That's on the budgeting. The second part is on donor management. I don't want to take much of the time. Donor management, we had a lot of debate whether to go for software in-house or out-house. I think finally, I think Sudhakar Prabhu's and his son done a wonderful job.
Yeah,
We
I'd like.
finalize, I think they will actually, after this, they will cover some of the sessions in detail. And finally, on fundraising development, I think a lot of movement is happening. We identified who and all given a pledge. We want to go and talk to them. Planning is going on, and grant, all the things we are working on. In that way, and also we are trying our best to streamline the donation documentation and all the things. Next slide, Prabhu. Yeah, these are the things we achieved in the last 1 month. I think one software called SAS Uploads, we got the approval from the entire team, management committee as well as management. And the donor management application, that's also finalized. And we have streamlined the donation receipt also. I think JART form has been created, and we are getting a good thing that's going on.
So we'll,
And-
in
and-
rest of time, maybe.
Yeah. And,
we'll s- yeah.
finally on the payments, especially when we are releasing the payment now, expenses, we are going through the management committee. I think why I'm emphasizing, going forward, all the expenses has to be it has to be reviewed by managing committee and the thing, that's where we are actually, I'm emphasizing, please keep all the bills and all these things. Try to submit into the JART forms as soon as possible. We are going to cover in the next management committee expenses reconciliation. That's a big item we are working on. And the next one is gift shop. 2 things we want to do that. And I will hand over to Sudhakar Prabhu.
Yes.
Next slide, Prabhu.
So we have Nikhil here and Sanatan Prabhu. So one of the things that we all kind of felt was that, now with AI and technologies, it's easy to build an app, but then we also have actual volunteers who are willing to do it, and they have already started some efforts. So this helps us to actually build something that really fits our needs. There's so many needs, right? We're just starting with few of them. Ideally, it should be like a custom app that can meet the end-to-end needs for us over a period of time. So I think I'm encouraged by the progress, and everybody has seen a little bit of that, but I wanted, Nikhil, you want to, I know that it's already recorded, I can play that video, but do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I would just like to take a moment to thank all the devotees and as well as His Divine Grace Harbalash Maharaj for taking some time to, look at the app and just, go through it. Other than that, as it says on the slide, essentially as we're growing as a temple and we're getting multiple temples, it's going to get really difficult to manage a lot of different areas. Like we have different services and as well as people management and donor management. So this app and website is basically a medium to consolidate everything into under one platform, so that we have all of the data as well as all of the structure in one place, so it's easy for people to access, as well as integrate new people. As we get more volunteers, it'll be easy for them to get onboarded with this system as well.
So, where is the video?
Oh yeah, and we're just going to go through a
So-
simple demo of what we have so far.
So let's see. I think I had the link. Yeah, there is an audio.
Yeah, there is audio. It's just me explaining what I'm doing. But we don't need to play the audio. I can also just explain as the video is playing.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
was there, but then why is it not?
Donations, such as cow donations, which is active right now.
Yeah, I can just do a voiceover right now. So essentially I'm here, I'm showing that there's multiple temples, and what I don't mention is as a person signs in with Google, they can also set their preferred temple, so they can get everything with their preferred temple. Maybe they only go to the Balaji temple or only to Samamish, then they can have that. We have our events directly on the front page, as well as some active donations. And yeah, and sign in is very simple because we're using Google to just sign in. And it signs me in. And this account is actually an admin account, so you can also access a few different things that regular users don't, such as user management. Going through the tabs, we have the first tab, which is temple services. That's like, let's say there's some type of puja happening or some narsimhomam for signups, we can have stuff over here, and then people will add it directly to a cart system. And it just is right there to make it easy for people to use. And then the next thing is like volunteer opportunities. So let's say we have volunteers who want to volunteer at the farms or at the Wali, they can quickly sign up for a service, and a moderator or a devotee can go in and accept them and then send information afterwards. Then the main part of the website is donations. So admins and moderators have the ability to create donation drives. So I'm just showing how simple it is to make one. So let's say for New Year's, which is coming up, you wanted to make a donation drive. You just type in the donation, the type of donation. This is just for filtering. And then your goal amount, I set it for $100,000 for this one. And then the start date and the end date. If there's any images, you can upload that as well. And then a simple description. Yeah, and then once donation drive is created, it will show up on our website here, and people can donate to it, and the donations actually work. So what I'll show soon is me going onto it and then donating $1 to our newly created donation drive. So we have, yeah, give me one second. Yeah, so I'm donating now. And then I will donate $1 of test amount.
That's it?
Yeah. For now. I'm still a college student. I'll add zeros later. So then here
we should ask Yashodhulal Prabhuji.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is already connected to our Square. For our Square account. So I had already donated the $1 to the temple. But later you'll see that I'm also pledging some money. So I'm pledging $1,000 later, you'll see. Once the donation goes through and everything's updated, you can go to your dashboard and see how much you've donated. See, I've donated $1 to the donation drive. And yeah, I think I go back now to show that I can also pledge some money. Oh yeah, and it updates to our, it's updated through the database so that it comes through. And then we have our events tab, so any admin and moderator can create an event. Here I'm creating the demo event, and then it shows up on a calendar. So it's easy for people to come by and then see that you can just like see what's happening with our temples. And you can also choose a specific donation drive per event. So if we're running an event specifically to like fundraise for some type of donation, you can show that ahead. Yeah. Just have to set the date there.
Yeah, so how much more we have? Let me
It's about
skip.
another minute.
Okay.
Yeah, we can skip through this part. It's not, yeah, it's just showing the different dashboard for people. And then here I'm pledging money, so you can pledge stuff and then pay later, and it still updates in your dashboard. And then finally, at the very end, it's just like management for users. So you can have user management where an admin can go and change people to make them admins or make them moderators. And it's all syncing to the database when you refresh. And yeah, something I don't show on here is a profile. And the profile will allow you to set up your preferred temple, gotra, name, and everything that we might need for outreach. Yeah.
So give a big round of applause. All of this in what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks time frame?
Yeah, about.
Something like that. So you can see, it's more for us to dream. Like I'm sure, Pujari, we talk about a lot of the ways we want to give transparency to the congregation. Similarly, maybe other aspects of services and so on. So there is a lot we can do, and we can serve our devotees much more effectively. And it doesn't have to be only the brand new people, right? It's people that are already serving and so on. And there are some ideas, for example, automatically as they come to the temple, start tracking how many hours they spend here and then remind them potentially so that they can use that, saying that, hey, you have been at the temple for 4 hours. Is this something that you want to register Microsoft Match?
There are a lot of releases. It's only beginning.
Yeah, so there's lots of ways in which we can do, which means that we can actually, maximize the engagement with the people. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much again. All right. So next, I think we're back to the right slide, I believe. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. You want to, Pandavaji Prabhu? So one quick question I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to ask almost every other department lead also. So since MC has come in place, on a scale of 1 to 10, has it enabled you or disabled you? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate?
No, definitely, it's really helping us.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. Anything less than 10, we won't accept, that's why.
I will give you 8 or still I need some more.
Good. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Prabhuji, sorry.
Hare Krishna, let's get started. Before we give our updates, I wanted to take a quick journey where we started. This is the altar in 2003. Take a moment to soak in. Prabhu, keep the previous slide, please. Yeah. I just want to do a show of hands. How many pujaris served in 2003? I think Rasavati Mataji. You served, myself. Who was Sridevi Mataji? You served 2003? Yeah, Jai. Harilas Maharaj also was one of the pujaris. He was one of the pujaris as well who served. Prabhu? No, Bajgan Prabhu was not there at that time. And that was the previous Sitaram Lakshman deities. Yeah. And Jagannath deities were just put right in front of the altar. Same deities, of course. Huh? Everything is same deity, except Sitaram. Sitaram is not the same deities. Yeah. So next slide. This is fast forwarding to 2014. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of the altar and how we built a new altar, and also pay a close attention to our dressing and also some of our DD dress standards. We started improving it from where we were in 2003. Still, just a handful of pujaris, about 8 to 10 pujaris at that time. And our Brajgan Prabhu also had joined us at that time. And we had a limited budget, but this is where we are in terms of our DD dress standards. Yeah, this is now in. So many devotees work so hard. It's just not the dress, but it's also the garland team, the accessories, the decorators, the people who come and put all the decorations you see on top of the altar. So a lot of hard work goes, and there are multiple teams involved. So I just want to thank devotees to see from where we started in 2003 to where we have come today in 2025, the last 22, 23 years. An amazing, amazing transformation. While we're increasing the standards, we did hit the pandemic in between, where every temple paused their standards or even lowered their standards. I just want folks to take a minute to read this because it talks about things. So I'm going to read it. Please accept my humble obeisances. This information gathered from ISKCON Seattle will greatly assist ISKCON deity worship ministry in formulating policy, informing the GBC, and guiding temples. This is about other temples and for any future crisis such as COVID-19. It's evident that from our report, we are having a good planning and a solid plan was an important part of securing worship and taking care of the deities. And deity ministry, the Narasimha Kavacha Prabhu is expressing his thanks to all these surrendered souls who maintained the service of the deities during the pandemic. It's a great spiritual credit to them, having maintained the regular worship of the deities in times like this. And please let us know how the ISKCON deity worship ministry can further serve you and help you as well. So I just want to call out that amazing, amazing service from all the devotees during the pandemic. And our temple actually provided an input into the GBC and other temples on how they should handle crisis management for deity worship.
So thanks to all the
Surrendered souls, yeah.
yes, pujaris and supporting devotees who have helped in this journey. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing. Is there one more, right?
No, Prabhuji, next we go to the updates.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I myself will struggle with the font. Hopefully, with my glasses, I should be able to get through. The Pujari working team has been working on several topics. In the interest of time and also with the real estate allowed on the slide, we'll keep our updates to just 3 topics. The first and the most important one is training seva. We started the shadowing and training for all the new pujaris and brahmanas who got initiated in the last couple of months. I think 15 out of the 20 brahmanas have been have started the training. Primarily, the training is focused on the Jagrana Seva, which is waking up the deities, the Vaikalika Bhoga training, and how to do aartis. We have about a couple of devotees remaining, and in the next 1 to 2 weeks, we plan to get through them as well. Prabhu, anything you want to share quickly? One of the pujaris is going to train.
Oh, I didn't prepare for that. Yeah, it's been just a blessing and a lot of gratitude. To train the pujari, new pujari, is mammoth amount of timing is required, right? There's a training, retraining. So the cooperation we are getting from the pujaris who have been training us is really wonderful. And yes, Prabhu, thank you very much.
We also added about over 18 plus devotees to the back altar seva, and we continue to keep adding. So those who are interested, please reach out to the working committee. That is the first part of the training seva updates. In terms of the next topic, Linwood Temple, do we have any Linwood committee members here? No Linwood committee members?
They're probably online.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I think we started working with them on a proposal on how they can start some form of worship because they're extremely eager to start worship. So I think the current proposal is having life-size photos to be able to start the worship. We will also provide them with initial guidelines on how to do the Archana Vidhi, especially when you're starting to worship photos versus deities, what are the do's and don'ts, etc. Archana manuals. For those who served back in 2010, 2011, and 2012, you are aware of the manual we had. Our Prabhu, Vajwant Prabhu had actually put up a manual. We are starting to revive that, and then we are working with over 20 plus temples, and also our flagship temples like Vrindavan and Mayapur, bringing in those best practices and raising the bar on how we could have a good manual, but also run books. Like what is the Mangalarti? How do you come to the Mangalarti play this one? How do you open this one? What are the do's and don'ts? So we'll have specific run books, and the Pujari working team, especially Moni Sundari Mataji and Bajgant Prabhu, have volunteered to kind of publish some videos as well, such that we can post them online so devotees can offline train, but also come and be prepared to do the online training as well. I think that's about it from the updates I want to provide for what happened the last month. Continuing on, for the training seva, we want to ensure that all the remaining pujaris are trained, and every brahmana at least has one seva engaged in the month of December. That's our target and goal. For Linwood, we would like to ensure that we at least get them unblocked, get a plan going such that they can start working close out with the committee. personally visit them and also provide them the hands-on training on how to do the Archana Vidhi in terms of the picture-based worship. Thanks to the Kitchen Working Committee, we will be starting our Vaikalika Seva even on the weekends. So Krishna has been fasting on the weekends when we are feasting in the afternoons. So Saturday, Sunday, Krishna has not been eating in the afternoons. This is an opportunity for us to go ahead and address that. This will also create sevas for a couple of more brahmanas on the Saturday, Sunday, the afternoon schedule. So we're going to roll out as early as next weekend. So thanks to the Kitchen Working Committee for supporting us on this. In terms of Archana manuals, we don't want to kind of keep waiting for a perfect state. We will roll out like an initial MVP or a V1.0 version such that devotees can get a taste of it. We'll roll out the run books as well after we vet that with the broader other temples. We will also start our weekly training sessions for people who are aware in the 2014, 2015 days, all the way up to 2018. We used to have weekly weekend sessions in Shantasita Hall, how to do Archmana, how to do the Bhoga offering, the Bhava Shuddhi, Nishta Shuddhi, and all the different Mantra Shuddhis. So we are planning to resume those, and we will soon publish details on that in the DT Seva alias. I just want to take a moment to see if Majgovind Prabhu or Mataji or the others want to add anything. Prabhu, you want to add something?
Hare Krishna, it has been my pleasure to be on this team. Already working with Pandaji Prabhu since I came back from India, and even before that. So a couple of things to call out is during COVID, the primary challenge was not all Brahmanas were allowed to go on the altar because we were not even allowed to enter the temple for many parts. But we did not bring our deity standard down. Can you imagine? Your workforce goes down by 95% and still your deity standard remains the same. And that is because in spite of very heavy lifting career that Pandaji Prabhu and Mataji has, in spite of that, they really extended themselves to make sure that the deity standard does not go down. So big hand to Pandaji Prabhu and Parimai Mataji. Pujari department is also one of the flagship departments of VCC. As we see, it is recognized by North American GBC or deity ministry for the second best altar and deity worship standards that we have. So our target is to go first, right? It is LA or Alachua?
LA.
Los Angeles. Yeah. So it's day dress deities twice. So counting night dress, okay, yeah. Third, okay. Okay, we have some competition. But we are also expanding fast, so we have to balance that. So overall, the type of use of information technology in Pujari department is very heavy. All the services, we have a full service catalog that is listed in the software. All the reminders always go on time. It's like a clockwork. We don't understand what happens behind it, but Narahari Priya Prabhu and so many other devotees are making sure that the IT system is running like a clock. The email is always 3 days before the festival. There is a rhythm to the whole thing. I do not understand how it all can be managed in such a clockwork, but Pandaji Prabhu is behind the scene working like an engine, making that happen. So Prabhu, thank you so much for extending yourself, maintaining the standards of what it is supposed to be. And yeah, it's a whole team that is working. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Again, we give a big round of applause to the entire Pujari department, because that's the first thing that everybody that comes to this temple gets attracted by the deity. And yeah, I mean, the opulent dressing and everything. So thank you again. So we'll move on to the next group. Rajakrupa Prabhu. Oh, so again, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your 2 weeks of experience?
Inspired by Vidya Prabhu, I'd still stick to the number of 7.
7? We're going down. I'm going to stop asking.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. So currently we have about active preaching going on, active classes of Bhagavad Gita and other critical scriptures going on in 8 cities. Yeah, it has quite picked up over the years. We have at least 120 students overall. And it's not just doing classes. The goal is to really train them to be really the standard that Prabhupada wanted us to be, right? So that's the goal of Vedic University. And one is training devotees to be the first-class Vaishnavas who understand the scriptures and also accept and follow, have thorough philosophical background, not just theoretical understanding, and clubbed with proper sadhana standards. So that's what the Vedic University's primary goal is, to build up proper Vaishnavas who are humble and ready to dedicate their life for Krishna, right? So, yeah. So, besides this, the second activities that the second important thing we do is to connect with new people and bring them to the fold. So we need exemplary devotees who can be the representative of Srila Prabhupada. So we have a lot of opportunities there for devotees to come and help us. This year we reached out about 800 plus new contacts who we have personally talked and inspired to join our classes. So we filtered on almost like from 800 we come down to about 50 people who attend the classes, and so that's where we are. Yeah.
It's not here?
It's working, yeah. So next, to improve further from here, we want to have regular discussions with all the teachers. We have about 20 teachers overall helping with this outreach activities. So we have a session, discussion with all the teachers and see where all we can improve. And also standardize the preaching material as well as rhythm to all the classes. There are classes that go on for multiple years, so we want to standardize and bring about the best standards within ISKCON. Yeah. You want to add, Goranjan?
Hare Krishna. So we are very fortunate to have an exemplary teacher, a lead teacher like His Grace Rajakrura Prabhu, who is also studying, not just Bhakti Shastri is done and he's teaching, he's qualified to certify us on Bhakti Shastri, but also he's doing his Bhakti Vaibhav. He's in good shelter of His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, learning-wise. And the preaching strategy-wise, we are under the guidance of His Grace Radhesham Prabhu, His Grace Kanhai Thakur Prabhu. So we don't have much place to fall down, actually. So we're really doing it by the clock. And the magic is working. We tried Radhesham Prabhu's formula in UW, and we saw how 50, 60 people came out of that.
It's actually a big success. So let's give a big round of applause, because I think last time also we mentioned it started with what, food truck?
Yes.
And then the View group really catching them and then nurturing them within a year. Many of them now became regular devotees at the farm, at the temple, and then they continue to, yeah.
So all preaching begins in the kitchen. Right. So again, that is one part of it. The second part of it is philosophy is very important. That's the backbone of what we do. Because if we only do the rituals, but forget the spirit behind the ritual, then it is not spiritual. There is a tribe in Vrindavan, they are called as Sahajiyas. They dance like anything. They dress like anything. They are fragrant like anything. But once the dance is over, they go down and they may start their bidi or cigarette. They may go and start a Bollywood movie. And so we don't want Sahajiyas in the temple. We want people who are shastrically trained. They understand the importance of humility, Vaishnava etiquettes, the mission of Srila Prabhupada. What does it mean to be not in the center, but in the back and be in the support? So all of that is very important. So again, big hand to Rajakrura Prabhu and the whole team. He joined by a working team now, so we have more hands and minds to join. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, now we'll, Prabhu, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, it started, helping us to bring minds together and start discussing things. I would rate 9.5.
Whoa! Prabhu, next, minimum 10.
Our goal is 10. Maharaj's goal is 100.
Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. We want to give the update on Sankirtan book distribution as a part of VU preaching. So, Maharaj will not give any class without this topic, Sankirtan or and he always has this, his high priority for the Sankirtan. So I just want to give little update on the book, Sankirtan book distribution. So what our team thinks is each book counts and every soul matters. So we don't want to leave anyone.
Is this your own caption, Prabhuji? Or?
Yeah, it's our team's caption. We don't want to catch every soul.
It's very good.
So we want to give whatever the books we count. That's our goal. So we celebrated Gita this time, Gita Jayanti in 4 locations, first time. In the Samamish and Bellevue, Linwood, and in the Maple Valley, in Covington also. So these are the 4 places, pictures. And for Gita Jayanti, Prabhupada Marathon, last year we raised 5,000 Bhagavad Gitas. And this year we want to go further, 5,500. So far we got like 200 bucks of donation for other people. So last year we don't have anything in Bellevue. But this year, Hariketan Prabhu's dedication and Shiva Prabhu's, we got like 35 bucks of donation at this Bellevue so far. And here, Sadhishari Prabhu, me and Pranasaki Prabhu, Mataji was helping raise the here. So far, we got like 200 boxes of sponsorship, and we are distributing many who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita and other things, and even the street as well. We still have to go 140 more boxes, and hopefully the Prabhupada Marathon runs one more month. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. So yeah, on the other note, this is the last month update from second week of November to first week of December. We went to Sankirtan every week, and these are the totals we got. So even I cannot read myself. I think I put like too much. Is there any way we can expand it? So
that's by design, Prabhuji.
So yeah.
we have limited time. So
yeah, I can talk about still. So basically, we got like 200 plus of Srila Prabhupada books, 108 Bhagavad Gitas, and 15 SSRs and 15 Chant Be Happy. Like that, total we got 200 plus books we distributed on the street, and we got received $1,500 donation on the street. So for this Prabhupada Marathon, these are the last month we got Samved, Swarit, Murali, Arjun, Akshara.
Yeah, let's definitely recognize all the youth.
Yeah, basically they are the running force behind Sai Shiva Prabhu and Satvik Prabhu, Radhapati Prabhu, Riya, Tejal, and Brahmachandrika, and Radhapati Prabhu, Rantidev Prabhu, Sadhishari Prabhu, Brahmachandrika. We are all. So basically, somewhere Swarit or Murali, they are like consistent whole month. Basically, kids have distributed, more than 15 Bhagavad Gita on the streets. So 15 chant here, 10 chant be happy, 5 stars. They are take really very serious, these are kids. And we have these Kirtaniyas.
Thank you.
And if we go next slide, we have like weekly, maybe, I think we have like.
That's it, right?
That's good, I think, yeah. So basically, we want to push further. In the Srila Prabhupada Marathon, we want everyone to come and participate, every family. This the month.
In what way you want them to participate?
Come and Sankirtan and distribute a book. That's the way we use the Prabhupada is like giving a book.
Correct.
If you can come out of the street and participate in one of that.
I think the view group.
Hare Krishna. So we are trying to integrate the departments because we have experienced the power of individual departments, right? Whether it's deity worship, whether it is kitchen, whether it is preaching. Individually we see the power. What about if these departments start to handshake better? And that is where now we are connecting the kitchen department with the preaching department. So that means if there is a preaching effort going on, Then we want kitchen to make sure that it is well furnished with all the good prasadam. Like that, we want all teachers to now take a lead in the book distribution. So we want to integrate these departments in such a way that together it's not like 1 + 1 is 2, it is 1 + 1 is 11. So with that, we have whole congregation, but teachers want to be the leading light of those things, right? Yes. Thank you. So Amarendra Prabhu will be coming here and he's taking us into the town. We really want to participate in a very big way and also maximize our book distribution.
Very bold.
Hare Krishna.
So that's starting, which day is that, Prabhu? Amarendra Prabhu's Sankirtan?
27th, Rajaraman Prabhu said in the morning, the 27th we are planning for that.
Okay.
And also I just want to notice one thing. Last week Radhapati Prabhu came and he distributed 2 boxes at the Mayuri. So, yes.
Last week, there was a Muslim person came and Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he gave him the Bhagavad Gita that, okay, this is not dedicated for any religion, this is for everyone. That's how he took the Bhagavad.
Very bold. Thank you, Prabhuji. Again, in the interest of time, we will have to rush through a little bit. So, yeah, so festival committee.
I can just wrap up in 1 minute. So this is a slide given by Rajaraman Prabhu. So we are meeting regularly every week with all the festival leads, and we are identifying how we can improve our festival experiences for next year, because as the competition is increasing. We are working on how we can plan ahead and how we can budget, how we can work with finances to come up with a framework to plan the expenses and so on. And also we are working on moving the Holi Festival location to Redmond City Hall rather than the Mermu Park. And so some of the festival dates already finalized. We'll publish the dates soon. So Holi March 8th and Veg Fest 20th June and Ratha Yatra July 11th and Ananda Mela 25th and 26th. So the goal is by end of this month we want to publish all the events and publish all our websites with the new dates. That's the goal.
Which one, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I think so, Prabhuji. That's what Rajaraman Prabhu mentioned. I think so. Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. I'll clarify on that. Okay, Prabhuji. I'll clarify on that. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move on. Let's. So we'll move on to the next. So operations committee.
Okay, Prabhu. I think Navartha Prabhu might be online. He's not feeling well. He's Mr. Operations. Anyway, so we have 3 temples to operate now. So I guess the big things are Vedic School opened actually. Vedic School opened in Glenwood. This temple has some repair work to be done, as you can imagine. Actually, the roof actually leaks. Navartha Prabhu and Jana Prabhu tried some things and they know how to fix it, but we're waiting for the better weather. I think probably going to be in March before we fix it. I think the team is auditing the CCTVs to make sure they're all working. Jayadnan Prabhu already talked about getting a second container for... we already got it, yeah. And in Bellevue Temple, we're working on a separate kitchen for Radha Krishna. And I think that permit is being worked on right now. Ajay Prabhu is helping with it, but he's busy with a couple other things going on. But we're hoping to get the permit done, and then Namartha Prabhu thought we can probably do it in 3-4 months, like the whole thing from permit to constructing of the temple. Sorry, kitchen. Yeah. We haven't submitted it yet, bro. Yeah, I think there was some discussions about back and forth. I think eventually separate kitchen where it was planned. I think we're going forward with the plan. I think those of you who've been to Bellevue Temple, there's going to be separate kitchen in the where Prasadam Hall is. That's what the DT ministry wanted, a separate kitchen for Radha Krishna. Other things in Bellevue Temple, if you got to basement, there's actually a lot of storage area, but it's not actually organized well. So we're trying to build some partitions so that we can actually start putting things into a little bit more organized. Otherwise, it's everything everywhere. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's. You talk to Navartha Prabhu, he has a long list of things, so we can probably cover everything. But a lot of good progress. I think there are other things that, like this temple has some broken tiles in the front that I think folks have brought up. We're waiting for better weather in the spring to fix that. The window in the front is broken. I think Namaza Prabhu is going to take care of that. So anyway, so it's there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Again, these operations, I think in the last 2 months, we got so many things sorted out and many things are happening. So let's give a big round of applause again.
Second, I was thinking you were going to ask me for a score.
That will be maybe under 5, right?
Not very good. Yeah.
So, Mataji, so Bhakti Priya Mataji will speak about so this is again a very, very important topic, it's touches all the devotees' hearts, so, she really touched.
Hare Krishna. As Prabhu said, it really touches devotees' heart. So, thank you for giving me the opportunity. The initiation working committee, in the last Ishta Goshti, we had not announced because we had not met. We had first meeting, and in the first meeting, we reviewed the current standard and for the first initiation and also for the second initiation. We discussed the key issues and the structural limitations were also discussed. We do all agree there are some issues and there are some limitations. We brainstormed on that. We created a draft proposal which better suits today's temple's needs. Our needs have changed. We are growing, and as Prabhu said, prasadam distribution and preaching go hand in hand. So definitely a lot more hands are needed downstairs. Stated by Prabhuji also in earlier upstairs and downstairs seva. So yes, our temple service needs more downstairs sevas. So we are working on a draft proposal and also incorporating the best practices from the various temples, not just blindly creating a draft. It has principles of ISKCON and also taken the reference from the core temples, which are the big name in ISKCON. And also we are going to address the current challenges and create an inclusive and a streamlined system where no one feel left out, since I am downstairs, I cannot go upstairs, or I have to go only upstairs to be eligible. So all those things we are working, but at the same time without compromising any principles or standards of the Srila Prabhupada's movement. The draft is a very interesting document which we were able to create. It was a draft. It's definitely not a final proposal. So the plan for the next month is we will try our best to meet and complete the draft, make it final and publish it. And that is something we will be working on. That's ongoing process. And also taking some more ideas from other temples and references. Is there anything else anyone wants to add from the committee?
No, I think you summarized really well. Anything else? Yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. And let's look forward for the second, the third Ishta Goshti. It will cover complete details. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
This is the best teaser you have given.
Yes. We need a hall really full.
Definitely, next meeting, I expect a lot of attendance.
Yes, we will start with this committee.
No, true. Any questions? You have questions? Yes. Yeah, you have a question? Yeah, go ahead. So we have the first question for the...
After this committee, there is a question. So how interesting it is, it proves itself.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Prabhu, regarding the initiation things only. So,
we have a month to answer. Do you know that, right?
Oh, okay.
No, go
That's
ahead.
anyway.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, Prabhu, whenever you answer, that's okay for me. So, Prabhu, we are getting into other services. We are not able to get into back altar services for the second initiation. Is there a chance for us also, who are doing other services?
I think let's wait for the final proposal, but that is one of the inputs definitely we want to address. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
Then thanks for considering us also.
Would you be there for next Ishta Goshti?
Yes.
Question,
yes, go ahead. No, for others we need mic.
So actually I also emailed for my first initiation. I don't see any clear guidelines on what's happening, what needs to be followed. I have a Siksha Guru, but it will be nice because the other person who's also with me, he's actually pinging me, Krishna, have you heard anything on stuff? I think we could do better on communication, I feel.
Yes,
not only in
100%.
this, I also see on other groups also, we're slightly, we are expecting or assuming things that because you all are aware of it,
yes.
But if you want more participation, I think we need to be more proactive in communicating things. That's what I feel, but I may be wrong.
100%. I think if you eventually, when we publish the document, you will see that your complaint is one of the top complaints. Yeah. So, our feedbacks. Let's not use the word complaint. Room for improvement. But
I just want to add, because he is off for last month or so.
By the way, whom did you email? But because I want to make sure that if it came to MC, then we have certain protocol to respond within certain time.
What is the email?
Anyway, so we can follow up, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm about to say. He went to India, just came back. Maybe once he started his service, pot washing, other things, then eventually
yes.
he will get to know.
Yeah, anybody else wants to add something? Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes,
Prabhu, you are away from microphone. So, whom did you email? Taraka Prabhu and Damodar Prabhu. Okay.
Yeah.
So, currently we are following the current process. We are cooking the new process. We will launch the new process within a month and you will see the results. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
And not only the Matan Mangalarti, he is our pot washing hero.
Hari Bol.
Wherever you say we need pot washing, he jumps in. Okay, I will be there. Most of the time he.
Thank you for the seva there, for sure. Yes, Prabhuji, you wanted to add something quick? Yes.
The problem is right now, this problem was 500 years ago also when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the Odisha, and we have Sapta Devalaya in Vrindavan. So the Sapta Devalaya, all the like Radharaman temple is Gopal Bhatta Goswami Pranadhan, and Syam Sundar was the deity was Syam Sundar deity was Shyamanand Pandit, and Shyamanand Pandit was just cleaning the temple, everything, like you can see the history. So Rupa Goswami was writing letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I need a pujari. So he wrote the letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thinking which pujari I had to send, because he has his personal secretary to send it to Vrindavan to take care of the deity with the Rupa Goswami. So when he heard, then there was devotee, he was not second initiation, so only was devotee, I forgot the name. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his personal secretary, he sent to Vrindavan Govindev temple. Right now Govindev is in Jaipur. So this situation was there, so we had to
So let's pray to solve the problem. So, by the way, we have only 15 more minutes. In the interest of time, we'll try. Oh, is it? I think the question was, what was the suggestion? We couldn't hear. Is that what it is, Mataji? Are you able to hear, Mataji?
Now we can hear Prabhuji, but when Prabhuji was suggesting something about initiations, we couldn't hear his suggestion.
Okay, so I mean, just I'll summarize because in the interest of time, Mataji, I think one is definitely mark your calendar for the second Monday of January, because by then we expect to release the finalized proposal on how the initiations will be organized going forward. So that's number one. Number two is, I think the feedback that is given, one is, what about I'm only doing pot washing or I'm doing some other services, am I going to be eligible or not? So we are taking that into consideration. Then there is also concern about the lack of communication or prompt feedback on the requests and so on. Again, I think that's also part of the system that we're establishing. And you will see that actually our desire is that it's actually not just like one or two people, it's actually almost significant set of people will be part of this system so that we can create a really nurturing system that helps everybody to see a clear path to making progress. So I would just generalize at this point, but please wait for a month, give us the month, and then we will make quite a bit of progress there. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Sukirti Prabhu, you want to speak from there or you want to come here quickly? So we have, you will realize that this is marketing and communications working committee because all the slides are different colors and different.
Maybe that is where we need to get more consistency. So, Hare Krishna, Sukirti here. My son. Rishi, change it to Krishna PTZ. Okay, Hari Bol. So this is the marketing and communication working committee, but just to clarify, this communication is more from the outward communication, not the inward communication, because that's kind of one of the feedback. So every working committee also has a communication method of doing, so they will be communicating whatever they are doing. But what we focus on is primarily like for all the events that happens in the temple, as well as the festivals that our organization conducts in the city. We kind of take care of ensuring that that is communicated and that there is broad awareness in the community. So last week we went through a kind of what our plan, rather like how the way we are actually, the different aspects that we are looking at. So we basically a 4-step process that we had. We said, okay, we're going to assess what the current situation is, then identify what the problems are in those areas, and then figure out a prioritized list of areas where we have to work on, and then figure out how we scale to the different aspects of this area, and then finally ensure that we engage youth so that we are able to kind of scale through them. So if you move to the next slide. So the different areas of assessment that we did was, and also gives you a good idea about the different aspects that this working committee takes a look at, is around the event marketing planning, like how do we ensure that for every event that we do within the temple, there is a good strategy around how we are publishing it. The posters and collateral, which is a very key element, which is how do we create, design, develop the posters and all the digital signage and the physical signage that you see. The aspects of physical marketing, which is like putting yard signs, conducting and going to the different stores, and how do we ensure that other people are able to see it, the more physical aspect of it, as well as putting posters across the temple. The digital marketing aspect, which is nothing but how do we publish in the social channels, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Then the post-event follow-up. That's like another big area we are looking into, because oftentimes we just conduct the festival and then we move on to the next one, versus trying to ensure that we figure out a plan on what we do with all the information that we have, like how do we send a thank you note, and how do we send out the highlights, and also that people have a lasting impression of the events that we do. And also there's just general communication. And the big and foremost area that we took a look at is around youth engagement, how we have a very nice, thriving youth in our community, want to ensure that they are also part of this. So what we came up with is kind of a high-level strategy roadmap. A lot of corporates speak here because a lot of corporate folks are here. We have this 30, 60, 90-day plan, basically saying what are we going to do in short term, what are we going to do in medium term and long term. We are very, very aggressive in what we plan to do, but on a high level, by January, these are the things that we want to go after. One is to have a even proposal and finalization process. Because one of the challenges we see is that oftentimes events, there are guest visitors who are coming. There is, let's say, Kirtan Vela, Christmas. A lot of events happen throughout the year, but there isn't a way by which all of them are coordinated, and then there is a cohesive and plan so that there are no conflicts and all. So we wanted to ensure that we put a process in place so that every proposal is being vetted out, it is being triaged, and then we finalize the, so to say, the calendar for the year for the event. So that's one thing. The other thing is also how do we ensure we streamline the poster form, because I'm not sure if you are aware, but on an average, on a weekly basis, there are about 2 to 3 posters that are being created from the scratch. And there is a team of like about 5 devotees who actually work on it in order to make that thing happen. But we don't have a formal process. It's primarily like, we send a note on WhatsApp and then just go through so many iterations. And especially in a very festival-heavy season, it becomes very, very counterproductive because there's so much of iterations that happen. So we want to ensure that we streamline it. The other thing is also take kind of do an assessment of all the social media property that we have. I think, as you know, we have a website. We have now 3 different temples. They have their own Facebook channels. They have their own WhatsApp channels. They have their own Instagram channels. So we want to ensure like what do we have and what's the missing, what's the gap, and we'll fill it up. That's kind of what you would expect in January. And then there are a few things which is hidden. So I think maybe we'll be able to get to the top 4 only. I don't think we'll be able to get to bottom. But yeah, thanks.
So
Rishi.
I think.
Yeah. So in the interest of time,
in January we'll talk about the February.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll talk about the revisions to February.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
But again, so at the end of the day, it's like what we really need is like feedback from this congregation on what's working, what's not working. So we have created a email, thanks to Namrat Prabhu, marketing@vedicculturecenter.org. Anytime you see that, hey, my friends are not aware of this particular event coming up, send us a note. We want to understand how do we reach to them. We are trying to do our best. For festivals, we have a good machinery installed because we spend money. We have different channels by which we ensure that awareness is there. But one thing which is missing is the temple events. And I know we have high aspirations. We want to ensure a lot more people in the community actually come here. So we want to ensure that this community or this committee delivers what is needed there. I'll cut it short. Okay. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Thanks for the time.
What is your on a scale of 1 to 10?
You want the truth?
Truth, but nothing.
No,
but the
I think
truth.
that, that's true. I mean, I would say the team has come along, and this nudge was required so that everybody kind of works on a weekly basis. We do meet for an hour, and we have got things. So I think it's good. Thanks for the working committee to actually put in a lot of rigor into it. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on.
Oh, how to read the MC? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
No,
it's
I took it as 10.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Nobody's giving so
No.
As Prabhuji mentioned, we want to integrate, like when it comes to the communications, I see our latest, most of the channels, they're long videos, right? Anything you see on the YouTube or anything, see, nowadays the latest span of attention is 27 seconds. So I think we need more shorter videos. And recently, like Srinivas Kasam Prabhuji encouraged us in our Bhagavad Gita class to like share like 30-second videos, what they learned and stuff. I think the preaching group, like again, we need to integrate and do some of these things. I don't see those in your 60-30 days. So I just want to reiterate that. So.
Yeah, so especially for the post-event follow-ups, we are ensuring that it is going to be highlights and reels that we will share. But yeah, I mean, we do live broadcasting of all the events, so that's going to be longer. But yeah, but I understand. I think so once we understand which social channels, what do we have, our focus is to ensure there is good engagement, and engagement can only come if you have short videos. I don't think long videos are.
But I just want to read this comment from Daivi Radhika Mataji. Marketing team's representation of the roadmap and the plan and details to contact them is very impressive.
Haribol, thank you.
So you got, did you plant this comment? So, all right, so we'll move on. We have only 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Is it okay if we go a little bit longer? Prasadam is waiting. gets tastier if we wait. Okay, so farm, there's a lot more to update on the farm, but again, in the interest of time, I'll try to summarize. So we have multiple farms. Of the 3 farms, we're pretty much down to 2. So one of the farm is in market, Arlington. So the 2 farms that we are most focused right now is the Everson farm, where we have the milk coming. A bunch of us, leadership and the committee members, we all went. We understood the lay of the land. We understood, because Mylan is also about to retire within a year, 6 months, whatever, he's being flexible, but so we have to work through that whole thing, and then we need to figure out, is there a system here where we can continue the milk and the cow production, or just the cow production? So we've gone through a lot of thinking around that. In fact, we have even put it's not just like high-level thinking, right? You see that we used AI to generate an actual model. And then we play with all these models, and then we are vetting and validating, whether this is possible or not. We are meeting with Dhruva Prabhu from Gita Nagari, and we're also gathering the data from the current farm. So you'll see there's a lot of thought process that is going on here. And then on the Redmond side, we have, thanks to, again, Keshav Prabhu, Rahul Prabhu, and Shanmukh, and many other people. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of names. Just 2 days ago or so, I went to the farm to drop Ishta, and then I was thrown in the middle of the cows. And then I could see, like, all the boys are everywhere within the farm. Like, they really, they love the cows. They know the cows by name. They really care for them. So we're very happy that they are there. And they're actually putting their own money to, as well as their efforts. Can you imagine? So they do buy the grass, they buy the stuff that the cows love and care for. And then they're also doing a lot of seva. For example, they cleaned up the driveway that between the broader pastures and then the area where the cows are kind of put right now. And then so they had to clean all of that, and then now they're going to put gravel. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of physical work. And also caring for the cows. So let's give a big, big round of applause. But so I believe that it's going in the right way. The farm committee, they're all energized. They're all encouraged. Everybody is collaborating, and there is more support. But I think we have big decisions to make in the coming month or so, and then we will publish more as we will present to the board. And then so there is a potential for us to think about how the future ownership will go. Yes,
I'll just quickly add that for the Redmond farm, especially the devotees over there, they're very, very active on the social media channel.
Oh, yes,
on Instagram.
Yes.
So their cow, cuddling videos.
I should have actually found
cool,
that video.
actually,
yes.
yeah.
So there is one video that went viral.
Yeah.
How many views? It's already 600,000 views. Last I know. So again, Rahul Prabhu did that one. So again, give a big, big round of applause. So we'll move on to the next. This is another big one. You have only 1 minute to cover the entire excitement.
Hare Krishna, yes. So the purpose of the Youth Working Committee is to engage not just the youth who are coming to the temple, but to engage youth who otherwise would not come to temple. Perhaps their parents are in Bhagavad Gita classes and they want their kids to be engaged. They want them to find community. So one of the biggest goals of the Youth Working Committee is to revitalize all 3 circles of youth who exist. Youth who are strictly following the path of bhakti, youth who have some interest, or they may have had some contact throughout their lives, and then youth who are newly being introduced to it. So this past 1 month, you may have seen there was a youth Shravanam Kirtanam camp that was organized, and it had an average of 55 attendees per day. And then yesterday, we had the first youth service day in the temple. You may have seen more kids were serving prasadam in the Sunday feast. And you can see these are some pictures from the Youth Working Committee, and I'll pass it to Shrestha to share more. She is the person who was boots on the ground and really implemented the camp alongside Arjun Sakha Prabhu.
Is there a microphone?
Hare Krishna, everyone. So as Ayan or Amoda Prabhu said, we had a lot of success with our Shravanam Kirtanam camp. We had an average of 55 youth attending each day. And also we had great success with our first youth service day. Can you go to the next slide?
Yes.
Yeah. So in terms of learnings, we've figured out that the youth really enjoyed the program, and actually it would be beneficial to move it earlier in the day so we can spend more time with them, and so that they can also get ample rest to come back the next day feeling more rejuvenated. We also felt that we needed to include more kirtan, as kirtan is integral to the process of Krishna consciousness and just being able to enjoy bhakti for what it is. Additionally, we've reflected on the lectures and decided that in the future we want to introduce more interactive workshops and really focus on the youth learning bhakti through the process of inquiry and experience rather than indoctrination. It's important for them to find the place that bhakti has in their own lives and really realize that for themselves. And also, I think we want to focus on the practicality of spirituality. So in the future, doing more workshops related to mindfulness, any practical lessons that can be useful for them, not just spiritually, but also academically and in their material flourishment. So in terms of the rest of 2025, currently we're planning for Christmas or Krishna Christmas to happen in Bellevue and Sammamish. So we're hoping that will be a great success. We've planned for Santa Claus and a couple of winter-related activities. We're also looking into the 2026 activity schedule and planning to launch an identity around all the youth and trying to mobilize the older youth to really come together and help champion this program and lead it moving forward. Hare Krishna.
So again, Arjun Saka Prabhu, Amudavardhan Prabhu,
Sanvika Mataji, Rishi Parmar,
Rishi, Dr. Parmar,
yes,
and Shrestha, and I think maybe some other people maybe. But
yeah, that's actually one of the call-outs is, the purpose of the youth committee is not just to be for Sammamish, but to be for Bellevue and also for Linwood. Our goal is to cater to all the locations. You can see Christmas we also want to do in Bellevue, but we're looking for devotees who are in those local communities, who are more aware of what's going on, who are better connected with the youth there, who can help us expand a little bit more organically. And in addition, I wanted to thank the host for the first Shravanam Kirtanam camp. Hosting 60 to 70 kids in your home is not, it's an austere task. So we had Sanvika Mataji host the first day. Then we had Braj Kripa Prabhu host the second day. And then Gaurang Chandra Prabhu host the third day.
all right, next time you have an event to run, you know whom to call.
So this 60 people event was only possible for the host because there was amazing support from the VCC kitchen as well. So thanks to Raswati Mataji. So Shrestha, how do you rate your Papa's participation?
Oh, this is. So did she say 0? Oh, that's not bad.
That's good.
That's not bad.
8.75 is good.
Very ball. All right. So we'll move on to the next one. Thank you again. I think, again, I really feel like this youth engagement, it was just like an idea. And how this small group of, 5-6 people, but when they brought their minds together and then they organized the whole thing, I think every parent will probably agree that, the youth got really energized now. So I'm looking forward to a lot more engagement. Give a big round of applause again for the great efforts.
So
Very quick.
Next, we have this site-based working committees to focus on the issues local to the local temple and how we can track the festival in that location versus how we can track the expenses and so on. So we meet every week for half an hour to discuss the upcoming festivals and how we can improve the logistics and so on. One thing I want to highlight is the Bellevue community is growing so fast. So we have reached the WhatsApp community limit of 2,000 in a less than 1.5 year. I just want to thank Hari Kirtana Prabhu, who stood every day, not every day, weekends at the welcome desk, talking to people, recruiting them and volunteers and so on.
Haribol.
This is without posting anywhere in the online. This is the people who come to the temple and scan the QR code to join our community. So Haribol to the Prabhuji. And one feedback we implemented very quickly is kids-friendly menu. So the kids who come to Vedic school in Bellevue Temple requested for a kids-friendly menu. So we bought a popcorn machine and we implemented, and it was a big success. Kids are enjoying popcorn.
When are we getting here? Yeah.
So we will try. We need a space. We don't have a space.
Shanta Sita Hall,
Yeah,
you can use it.
We can convert Shanta Sita Hall to the kitchen. So we are kind of trying to rotate popcorn, French fries, pasta on a weekly basis and so on. So, and also we are trying, one goal of this site-based location is how we can track the expenses for that location. So we are trying to be more organized to track the expenses and also the donations for the temple. And also we are, Mataji, Jayashree Mataji published this Margaji cultural performance lineup for the next 1 month. Every day there will be a cultural performance at the Bellevue Temple. So next 1 month we have a big event coming up, Vaikuntha Ekadashi Festival. This is the biggest festival for Balaji. It's on December 30th. So we are going to publish the details soon. And also we are planning on the logistics for January 1st and so on. As Yashodhara Prabhuji mentioned, one big renovation is going to happen is the Bellevue Radha Krishna kitchen. So which is in the permit stage right now. Thank you.
Haribol. One of the fastest growing temples. I mean, it's the place that attracts very easily all the South Indians, and they're right in the Bellevue downtown. So I think, without mentioning a specific name, just last week we received 100K donation from a high net worth individual. So I want to give a big round of applause. So Linwood Temple also is, taking off in a big way. So let's give a big round of applause to again Nanda Maharaj Prabhu and the team. Lots of people there. So the good news is Vedic school just started. So yesterday. Yesterday was the first day, and can you imagine, like we had 40 enrollments, and I think within like less than few weeks. So they all got that, and then that also is triggering now. Actually, they wanted to start the preschool, so we already have at least 5 or 6 sign-ups already. So I think Mataji, you are going to go and help a little bit. Already, okay. So let's look at the some of these classrooms set up, everything. They're also making an altar, as Prabhuji said. We have a kind of a temporary way for them to worship based on the picture-based deities. So they're very excited about it. The whole team, it's a way to engage the already an active congregation that's going to do it. So the altar is already ready. So I don't have the latest update. Yes, and this is all completely done by the volunteers right there. Nanda Maharaj Prabhu is already, led that effort. So I think, so here, preschool setup and the altar project, everything. So see this, see the picture below. Anybody wants to join the preschool? So wonderful. So let's give again a big round of applause. And if you ever happen to have time, please go, encourage them, be there, help them. Yes. Yes. So please speak to it.
Gita Jayanti Day, we are talking to one Mataji.
Yes.
We are asking take Bhagavad Gita, sponsor. They sponsored a box, and they said, we opened a temple in Linwood. He said, I just went around the temple, I saw the name tiles, I want one tile in Linwood. What should I do? Then I connected with Namarat Babu, she donated 2,000, matched with Microsoft.
Wow.
So that's the starting.
Huge potential, yeah, definitely.
A lot of Indians, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of target audience. So we'll move on to... Oh, yes. As Amarinder Prabhuji is coming, do you know the exact date? 15th? So when Amarinder Prabhuji is coming, now he has 3 temples to cater to. So he's definitely going to be fully loaded. In fact, there might be competition between the temples. But yes, thanks to His Grace Amarinder Prabhuji for allowing us to serve all these devotees and congregations. So looking forward to that. So Prabhu, you know this Japa retreat timing? Because you typically organize Japa. Okay, okay. So anyways. So anyway, we'll get the specific dates published very soon.
Just one sentence. So 99% of the progress comes from chanting. So please come for the Japa retreat. Thank you.
All right. So Bhakti Studio is the new working committee. It was kind of understood, but then last time, Maharaj in fact already pre-announced. But as the committee also got together, we wanted to make sure that there is actual working committee. So Amadvardhan Prabhu, you want to give, this is pulled from your annual report.
Yes.
So we're getting the the information fresh off the press, as they call it.
Yeah, we'll be sharing the annual report maybe later tonight or tomorrow. But so this is an overview. But for those of you who may not know what Bhakti Studio is, it's a location in Seattle that we leased 8 months ago near Gasworks Park, and the goal is to engage and preach to an audience representative of the local geographical diversity by reducing cultural barriers. And you might be like, what the heck does that mean? What is this jibber-jabber? So if we go to the next slide, we'll see that this is actually what Hari Vilas Maharaj himself has done, and this is the inspiration he has shared with us as we embark on this mission. So in an ISKCON news article from 2010, there's a quote from Hari Vilas Maharaj, which says, Hari Vilas Maharaj's first move was to shift the outreach focus from proselytizing to developing good behavior, listening skills, and empathy, thus convincing by example. When Seattle devotees also made their approach more accessible by removing confusing ISKCON buzzwords from the vocabulary and increasing cultural presentations, a whole new crop of visitors began to show interest. So this is the exact mood that we are trying to embody in Seattle to bring a new crop of visitors, people who we may typically not see in our other temples. We can go to the next slide, Prabhu. So the Bhakti Studio Working Committee, it's dedicated to the Paschyata Deshatarine mission of Srila Prabhupada. And the goal is to make Bhakti Yoga relevant to a modern-day audience, to people who are even second-generation born Indians. They may be born in America. They may not have so much tie to their culture. And it's inspired by many other programs around the world, like Bhakti Community Studio 108 in London, Govardhan Eco Village Bhakti Center in New York City. We've done lots of research with devotees in those congregations, and this is a small video of the studio. So you can just see, we're trying to take the cultural aspects of Vedic living and give it to them in a way such that they can appreciate what we have and then grow from there.
And how many of you observed this is exactly 24 seconds, below 27 seconds of attention span?
Yeah, this is a reel from our Instagram. Yes, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, so this is just some highlights by the numbers. So this year we've had 2,500 unique visitors, attendees in our events. We have 22 non-Indian devotees practicing bhakti. These are devotees who are learning the process of chanting. They're systematically studying Bhagavad Gita. They have visited the temple. They have visited Hari Vilas Maharaj. There's 40 in the cultivation phase, meaning that they may not be chanting yet, but they're very, they will be ripened to take the next step soon. We've had 520 events since 2022, so this includes in-person and online events. We have an average of 25 attendees for our Saturday program. So the Saturday program is like a mini Sunday love feast where we have Kirtan, Katha, Prashadam. And we have a growing online presence. We have about 850 people following us on Eventbrite and Meetup, 3,100 community contacts who we keep in touch with, and over 300 people in our WhatsApp community. So next slide, Prabhu. So these are just some of the ways that we engage the community. I won't go through all of them, but we have our kirtans, we have Ayurveda workshops, we run a Bhakti book club where they read various books such as, by various Vanity Karma books which are more beginner friendly. Bhagavad Gita classes. Beginning Bhakti is an on-ramp. It's kind of like Discover Yourself, except instead of 10 weeks, it takes 32 weeks because we need to provide the beginners some more additional information. We run a women's circle, Wisdom Wednesdays, living mantra, like Prabhu said, it starts with chanting, so we try to teach them chanting and yoga and retreats. Next slide, Prabhu. Yeah. So this is just the flow of a little bit about how the outreach works. We have outreach phase, cultivation phase, then the maintain phase. This is where the different events fall into the different categories. And just some pictures from our previous events. We're near Gasworks Park, so it's always nice during the summers to go outside. The picture in the middle, you can see there's almost 10, 12 Westerners who came to Janmashtami. They did Abhishekam, they even did Kirtan on the Kirtan stage. If we go to the next slide, this is just a brief overview of the financials. It's from the last 9 months because that's how long we've been around officially in terms of the financial world. So this year we received total donations of about 46,800. Total expenditures is about 43,000. There was an initial $10,000 investment to even get the studio set up, which isn't accounted for in here. And so, we're breaking even for the most part. For next year, our expected expenditure is 60,000, mainly because we were on sublease, and now we're moving to an official lease directly with the landlord. So the rent is increasing to 2,800, up from the 1,623. But we're very grateful that Krishna provided this opportunity to start with such low costs. And of course, without the volunteers, none of this is possible. So we have operations volunteers, social media volunteers, Kirtanaya volunteers, Bhakti cultivator volunteers, and you'll see that there are many people on there now who are even not, they're new names or Western names, or like we had a Maharaj who joins us via Zoom, Gauranga Swami, formerly known as Savya the monk. So he joins us for our sessions every now and then to talk to the devotees we're cultivating. And yeah, of course, next slide, we have even more volunteers and devotees who have helped support the program financially, and of course, the temple management and everybody in this congregation has supported it. And then final 2 slides, I'll just end with a little bit of what's going on. This video is from yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, but 2 weeks ago. So it's just a video of a kirtan from 2 weeks ago, and hopefully you can see how many instrumentalists there are. There's a tabla player, bass guitarist, many backup singers, and you'll see that many of them are from a non-Indian background. Even the devotee who's leading is from non-Indian background. And if we go to the next slide. This one is from yesterday. So this is a girl, she started coming maybe about 6 weeks ago. She comes from a Sikh background. She discovered in the UK, and she learned the Prabhupada tune on Saturday, and on Sunday she came and she was able to play it as if she learned it in a previous life. So, thank you.
Hari bol, Hari bol. So again, this is like a startup within this big congregation. So let's give a big round of applause to everybody. Of course, there's the core team that has really worked really hard for multiple years, and now we have a flywheel that's, running in a big way. So
Don't switch off. Yeah. Haribol, just adding a line. So we are ISKCON, right? So we are International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Over a period of time, after Srila Prabhupada left, we are becoming Indian Society of Krishna Consciousness. It's still ISKCON, right? Achinta Veda Veda. So, but if you look at many monks like Srila Radhana Swami Maharaj, he's really trying to engage the mainstream society in America to engage with ISKCON. And this project is also in the mood of engaging the mainstream society, which is going back in the original spirit of ISKCON. And that is why it is extremely valuable. So you all should support in every possible way. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Again, Hari bol, Hari bol. Yes, Prabhuji.
I want to share 2 things. I don't know if it's okay to share, or if not, just for
It will depend on what the two things are, so you go ahead and say it. You want to put the mic a little closer? Yeah.
So I came here from 2006. I'm always seeing Maharaj, me, Mataji, and all devotees always say that Maharaj always does that, and Maharaj clean the temple, everything. So we have to learn how Maharaj was doing and how Prabhupada doing. So we have to learn. Maharaj learned from Prabhupada, and we have to learn from Maharaj. So one thing I'm sharing, I went under training in the Vrindavan when I was a new devotee. I was cleaning the restroom, everything, and temple, all these ceilings, all these everything. I was standing. We were like 20 new devotees. Every day our service was to clean the temple and the restroom. So one time I was cleaning and the Prabhu was walked from the bathroom and he was cleaning with me and I didn't clean properly and there was red things area. So he took me again from the room and he saw and he told me to clean again whole restroom. So one Mataji, I was in a pant shirt that day, came from the office. She was a foreigner Mataji and she told me when I came out of the restroom, she told me, I think she was new, just happened like 1 week or 2 weeks ago. She told me your restroom, ladies' restroom is just so dirty. So she walked away and she said, could you tell somebody to clean up? I was in a pant shirt, so she thought maybe I was lucky I was noticed there. So she told me that and then I said, okay, Mataji, I will find out someone. So if you can arrange someone like in charge of the restroom and the sewage room, like I saw Prabhuji was doing also same service, volunteer Prabhu. I saw many times when he was doing the altar service. So there was devotee before they were doing continuously service. So if there is one in charge of the restroom and sewage room, because Maharaj health is not good, so I know Maharaj can do right now, he will not stop that, I know that. But if you put one responsible person, he can check and he can put a new devotee or whatever he decided. But when it is not clean, you can go to the in charge, not to every devotee, so that will help for you. Yeah. And second things I want to share, like Mataji, I want to help Mataji also. Like if we have many devotees, they are very expert in the preaching and everything, scripture, everything, and working under guidance of Maharaji, and all the scriptures, devotees are busy in the working session, all those things. The situation is not like brahmachari India, but our Prabhuji is very expert preaching, like the Prabhuji and Prabhuji and other Prabhuji also. So if you make like one devotee, like I went training in the one devotee, like who was teaching the scriptures that ready for to the like initiation, like some Gita story, some Krishna, some Uddeshamrit, some Bhakti Shamsandhu, they can choose like 25, 25, 10, 10, whatever they can by time circumstances. So if they can listen any one class, but the one person they can go like Prajipika Prabhu or Madhachan Prabhu. You can choose one devotee. If they're going under them and they will certify them that these devotees are ready right now. So like humble devotee, you can choose one. So he can go like, okay, now these devotees learned these slokas, now they are ready. So they will get certificate that I went through and I got all these things. So then they have proved that I done this, now I'm ready.
Yes, Prabhuji. So in fact, that's part of the overall thing about like how we'll build the mentor system, also have the certifications from the view group. So you will actually see that, there's a lot of thought process going on along the same lines. So definitely, let's wait for maybe a month to hear some more updates. But yes, your suggestion is very, very valid. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So I know we're way past time. So we will wait for this fundraising next week. So we already kind of covered this slide with all the questions. So definitely, please, whether either we have done extremely well or not, but we only got, 2 feedback points. So only 2 feedback points or so. Is that right? Only 2 or 3? Two times we have got. But we would love to hear. It doesn't have to be only when there is a problem. So please also give feedback when there is good things happening. So that, and now we'll go back and honor Prasadam.
So, yeah.
I put this picture so that it's a standard for the kitchen committee.
Yeah. So I think we need to see how we can engage more of the congregation, because see, the committee is doing so much of effort, but see the room is sparse, and I saw YouTube, there are 21 watching. I don't know how many were on the Zoom call. 7, right? So I think one effort has to be done to involve more people, more devotees. So I suppose that is something we should definitely discuss in the committee, how to go and reach out, more grassroots, because once there's more involvement, then this will really be more flourishing. So that's the one point I would like to make.
Any suggestions,
Prabhu, it's a grassroots, I would say. That's the reason I use the grassroots. I think we just need to talk to your friends. Just let's start talking 5 people and just say that please come, please come. We are putting so much effort. The other thing we noticed, I didn't know that today is the day. So I think we need to build a marketing for this also, that, okay, put the date and then start building the momentum for that. That this is the day is happening, so that everybody can plan around it.
Yeah, so I think we didn't do as good of a job this time compared to the last time. But I think, hopefully in January, this is also the time when a lot of other priorities were kicking in. But yes,
the date
I agree.
Right now, today only, but people will forget, right? So just put the
I
date.
think we should schedule it. Schedule it on the calendar, and then we should just keep posting. So so like every week once, and then in the last week, almost every day or something.
Let's not overdo it, but I think
just the Sunday Feast announcements we are including. Those who are during Sunday Feast.
But we should put it in the
But I think WhatsApp and website and community. Good suggestion, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes, makes sense, Prabhuji. And then also, hopefully, this time we didn't do it, but I wanted to request Maharaj's permission so that we can put Maharaj's request message with a video. We talked about it, but Maharaj also is unwell, so we didn't want to pressure him right now. So, but yes. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. This we also have.
No, Prabhu, you don't need to do this, but see, I can tell you that committee is doing an amazing job. The kind of transparency, the organization, the effort which is going, everybody is supporting each other. All the members here, right? It's not about my committee or your committee, right? It's all the committee. Gaurang Chandra is saying how we are going to integrating it. So lots of planning is going on. The visionary thinkers are there, right? The real people who can move the foot, right, or move the hands, right? They are here. So I'm really glad that what